And so I'm always baffled when people say that Kubrick, made, Kubrick never stick to the same genre. Kubrick did something new all the time. Well, he didn't. He made several war movies. He made 2 urban crime dramas or noir thrillers. Kubrick was in some ways actually quite consistent. He also made several films about marriage or family life. So in actual fact, he returns to the same themes again and again, and he actually sticks quite closely sometimes to particular, I wouldn't call it a formula, but a particular way of looking at things, a particular type of film. He does actually not so much repeat himself, but he extends things he's done before. So that seems to be very clear, and war is certainly one theme that's running through right from Fear and Desire all the way to Full Metal Jacket, for example. And there are more precise references that you can see. I mean, a lot of people have pointed out that the beginning of Clockwork Orange is a huge close-up of someone directly staring at the camera. And, of course, that's the ending of 2001. So a lot of people have been tempted to say that, obviously, there must be some connection here. The Star Child is in this very ambiguous position at the end of 2001. A lot of people, as I try to explain in my book, have really seen it as a moment of hope, but a lot of other people, especially critics, and especially academic critics, have seen it almost as a threat at the end. So the question is, what does the Star Child do next? And that's, of course, what Clarke asks at the end of the novel. More or less directly, he says, he will think of something, but we don't know what it is. And this question, of course, is also the beginning of the novel, A Clockwork Orange, which starts with, what's it going to be then, a question that Alex and his droogs ask themselves about how they're going to spend the evening. Kubrick dropped that line from the film, but he keeps that close-up. So we have the close-up at the beginning of Clockwork Orange echoing the close-up at the end of 2001, and in both cases, someone is staring directly at the camera and therefore at the audience. So it's a real challenge at the end of 2001 and at the beginning of Clockwork Orange. And there's many more connections you can make. I mean, I've been concentrating on the connections between Dr. Strangelove 2001 and Clockwork Orange, but you're absolutely right that you could make lots of connections between the other Kubrick films. And sometimes it's quite eerie. Sometimes it's quite eerie how certain things recur 20, 25 years later. And it almost, he's responding to something he's done before and maybe changes it or elaborates it in some way.